Please be seated. We really lucked out with the weather this afternoon. I was a little worried this morning. Faculty, parents, guests, students, cricket. You guys were inside. There's a cricket here on the table, which I'm taking as a good luck omen. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the 2021 National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who are being inducted as new members of our NHS chapter. For current members and those former members who may be among our guests, we hope that this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence, leadership, character, and service to others that you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. It's with great pleasure that I introduce the current president of our chapter and also tonight's Master of Ceremonies, Haley Capano.
Good evening and welcome to the Sacopee Valley High School chapter of the National Honor Society 2021 Induction Ceremony. We are gathered here to formally recognize the students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of the National Honor Society. Each year, the National Honor Society is asked to have a guest speaker present at the induction ceremony. This year, we welcome retired Lieutenant Colonel Bradley Nadig, who served for 20 years. He attended the Virginia Military Institute for 4 years, where he earned his bachelor's degree. He is now an Army instructor at our very own JROTC program. It is with great pleasure that I introduce tonight's guest speaker, Colonel Bradley Nadig.
Well, good evening, and thank you very much for this great privilege and great honor to speak with all of you tonight this evening. Thank you, Haley, for the introduction, and I hope to meet your expectations tonight. In history, back in 1939, at that time, Brigadier General George C. Marshall, on the eve of the beginning of World War II on the European continent, was called into President Roosevelt's Oval Office to be offered the position as the Chief of Staff of the U.S. Army on the eve of one of the most greatest wars that are going to hit the world at that time. What's interesting about this was General Marshall was only a one-star general, and there were 33 other one-stars and two-star generals that outranked him on the seniority list. But President Roosevelt decided to select him. Now, very characteristic of General Marshall was one of very few words, and his response to President Roosevelt was, "Mr. President, I will give you the best I have." And so, in the same tradition tonight, to all of the families, friends, and peers, and for all of our new inductees, I promise that I will give you the best I have for this wonderful public recognition ceremony for your achievements. As Mr. Wolf stated earlier, what a gorgeous evening tonight to recognize some very outstanding young women and young men here at Sacopee Valley High School. It would be very important to recognize also in our audience some members for their support and commitment to the students. Mrs. Emily Logan, our advisor for the National Honor Society, Miss Haley Capano, National Honor Society President and current members. Also, I'd like to recognize our administration leaders, Dr. Landry, Ms. Suday, Mr. Wolf, for your commitment to the students and to the communities of all the schools. Also, I'd like to thank the school board members, our colleagues, and most importantly, to the families and friends of the National Honor Society members and to the 12 new inductees to the National Honor Society. What a tremendous accomplishment for all 12 of you. Carson Black, Thomas Burley, Haley Butterworth, Cassidy Day, Kiara Green, Brooke Landry, Tyler News, Jonah Merita, Abigail Sandberg, Taylor Sublensky, Charlie Gallancourt, and Tony Bell. Please allow all of us to be the first to congratulate all of you for your tremendous amount of work, your dedication, your effort, and for your recognition tonight into the National Honor Society. And please join me in a round of applause for these students. For all 12 of you, tonight is a very special moment. And it's a special moment because we're actually doing two things tonight. We're going to do a public recognition and a public acceptance of a task that is presented to you 12 by your Sacopee Valley community, your administration leaders, your faculty, and from your current senior National Honor Society members. You're being recognized tonight as Sacopee Valley's highest achieving students, and also for earning the highest respect from your faculty, your administration, and also from your peers. All 12 of you guys are all an inspiration for all of us, current members and for the inductees. Just think for a moment. There are only 18 of you here. 12 new inductees, 6 current members, only 18. You represent the top 0.05% of the entire student body. And for our audience members, what we see up here for all of us, we not only see academic success and achievement, we also have members of this inductee class, varsity athletes, student council members, class representatives, band and chorus members, JROTC members, TV2 club members, and the Sacopee Valley Theater Group members. And as you can see, these students are truly an inspiration. The 12 of you and the 6 seniors, all of you are a fine testament to the community and to all the families here in Sacopee Valley. And now for the task at hand for you 12. Being new inductees into the National Honor Society, biblical saying goes, to whom much is given, much will be required. As you know, it means we're all kind of held responsible for what we have. We're all given certain talents, and it does no good if we don't reinvest that talent or give back to others. So what is this task? What is this task that is before you 12? The task is laid very clearly by our superintendent, our district curriculum manager, and from our school principal. It's in the mission statement of our district, which is the vision of the Sacopee graduate. Sacopee graduate is a graduate with the essential skills, essential values that are needed in today's 21st century environment. Sacopee Valley graduate is defined with terms as an effective communicator, self-directed lifelong learner, a creative problem solver, an integrated and informed thinker, a collaborative and quality worker, and finally, a responsible and involved citizen. You might be asking yourself right now, well, how am I going to do that as a high school student? And the answer is very simple. And it's laid out in front of the desk here, and it's the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society: character, scholarship, leadership, and service within our community. You 12, along with the senior National Honor Society members, are literally the bridge that connects the vision of the graduate to the actual development of a Sacopee Valley High School graduate. It's you 18 that connect the vision to the actual reality by working hand in hand with all the faculty, with the administration leaders, and you all will make the difference. Carson, Thomas, Haley, Cassidy, Kiera, Brooke, Tyler, Jonah, Abigail, Taylor, Charlie, and Tony. All of you are here tonight because you have demonstrated leadership. You have demonstrated scholarship and academic excellence. You have demonstrated service, and you have demonstrated character. And the task before you now is to hone those leadership skills even more by working with all the teachers and administrators to influence, to motivate, provide a purpose, serve and inspire others in the building to be their best. In other words, to be the Sacopee Valley graduate. And there's only one Sacopee Valley graduate in the entire nation, and they're coming from this district. And so now, as I finish with my words, we'll go back to General George C. Marshall in 1939. 12 of you are in a similar situation. Here's a door, it's open, and there's a task at hand. And the question I'd like to ask you is, will you give the best that you have for the task at hand? And I think the answer is very simple. If you just look out here in the audience, you see all the family members, you see the community, we're all here with you, and we all would say together, we think you will and can accomplish that task. That's why you guys are here. 12 of you all belong here. So again, congratulations on your recognition, and congratulations for your induction in the National Honor Society.
Thank you. Today's ceremony reflects the continuing emphasis placed on academic excellence combined with service, leadership, and character. To be eligible for consideration, students must have a GPA of 85 and documented proof that they have met other criteria. We now proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the Sacopee Valley High School chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as standards for the society. The officers of the chapter will now review these qualities for the candidates. Would Chapter Secretary Cassidy Shea please come forward to read character?
Hi. Alright. Character is a force within the individual that distinguishes each person from others. It creates for each of us our individuality, our goodness. It is that without which no one can respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is the force of character that guides one through life, and once developed, grows steadily with it. Character is achieved and not received. It is the product of constant thought and action, and the daily striving to make the right choice. We demonstrate character through such qualities as respect, responsibility, honesty, fairness, caring, and citizenship. As members of the National Honor Society, we prove by example that we value character. Would Haley Capano, our chapter president, come forward to review the leadership quality?
Leadership should exert a wholesome influence on the school in taking initiative in the classroom and in school activities. The real leader strives to train and aid others to reach their common goals of success. The price of leadership is a sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interests of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate. No matter what power and resources may exist in a school, community, or nation, they are ineffectual without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed. To lead is a meaningful and important duty to each of our members. The treasurer of our chapter, Jordan Wedgwood, will review service.
volunteering our time and talents to the creation for a better tomorrow. Danica Sanborn, our Vice President, will now review a scholarship.
Scholarship demands a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours in reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when our formal education has ended. Knowledge is one great element in life that leads to the highest successes, and it can be acquired only in one way, through diligence and effort. Candidates have the duty to continually expand their world through scholarship. At this time, will our President, Haley Capano, please come forward to present the 2020 inductees to receive their certificates. As I call your name, please come forward to receive your certificate of membership and your official NHS pin. First up, we have Carson Black. That's the fun part, right, Carson? Thomas Brierley. Haley Butterworth. Cassidy Day. Kira Green. Brooke Landry. Tyler Muse. Jonah Naratil. Abigail Sanborn. Taylor Smolinski. Charlie Valancourt. So just like everything else in life, you guys are going to have to share a pen until we get you another one. I wish I was joking. Tony Valancourt. inductees, please rise, raise your right hand, and repeat the pledge. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands, and will maintain and encourage the high standards of scholarship, leadership, service, and character. Thank you. Please be seated. At this time, Mrs. Logan and our NHS chapter would like to thank Principal Wolf, Colonel Nadig, and the NHS members and all of our dedicated staff who volunteered to help make this evening a success. Thank you all for attending our National Honor Society induction ceremony. Before we recess, please join me once again in applauding all of our new Honor Society members. Thank you. And now will everyone please stand as our newest members of the National Honor Society recess.